when I was in the Air Force, I wore this beret right here, and I never paid attention to why we had this symbol. Now, defensive fortis mean defenders of the force. So when I was in the Air Force, I wore this symbol. No one never explained to me though why we wore that symbol. And now I figured it out. That's the white dove landing on the cross, y'all. Here it is in Aleister Crowley. Now let me show you something. I was in the Air Force, man, and I saw this all the time in the Air Force. The eagle on top of the cross with the, you could say this is a six-pointed star, if you will. This is the North Pole hyperboloid, the ether. We know the hourglass, right? But now check this out. When you look at this image and you look at this image, I'm telling everybody right now, you in one big fraternity on earth is what I've been trying to tell them. The whole initiative of every department on earth and every corporation is to what that 2045 initiative say, to get the human mind out of their body and into these holographic avatars. And everybody on the same page playing whatever role they got to play, whether major or minuscule, to make that happen. And if you look around you, they all got the same symbols of the occultists. Now, let me show you why that's so. Because guess what Aleister Crowley and all of these occultists wanted to do? They wanted to harness the souls of their followings, like Travis Scott and all them. They wanted to build an eternal bond with their following, like Jim Jones wanted to do. So he wanted to say, drink this, let's commit suicide, and now all of y'all soul can be with me in some spiritual place I prepared with some whatever. But that's what they telling us today. They saying, look, 2050, you don't gotta die. You can cheat death. You can come with us into the metaverse. And guess what I'm gonna tell y'all right now? At this point, I now realize the people in power ain't human. There's no way you can be human and want to destroy flesh and bone, sex, procreation. I've come to the grasp, whatever these folks are, they some kind of, whatever the technology they using to harness our souls is common in whatever dimension they're from, is what I've come to the conclusion. And that it may be new to us, but it's old shit to them. It's ghost busting tools.
Eh,
You know how they would open up the little box and suck the ghost inside of it. This what they doing. Remember I showed you the open box earlier? They opening up that box with the CERN portal. And when they get it open, it's gonna be possible for the human soul to go into this other metaverse, this reality they building. And people ain't realizing that the agenda on earth ain't federal, it ain't scientific, it's religious, it's occult. It's almost like they fulfilling the wishes of Anton LaVey around this bitch. Like you ridicule Jim Jones for doing the same shit Tesla about to do in 2050. Think about what I'm telling you. These folks who they said was Satanists and all that was literally trying to transport their people's consciousness to out of this world so they can cheat death and be immortals in this sort of alternate universe. You research most of these occultists, that's the end goal of all the shit for real, immortality. And
Yes, sir.
look at what these folks are doing, and they got the same symbol of the people they fucking black ridicule. Look at it. See,
Hey,
you see, it's just crazy because you pull up the Mayan flat Earth right now and the sacred bird real quick, and you pull up that Air Force symbol, and you'll see, this shit been in front of our face the whole time. Let me pull this up real quick. Look at here. The dove landing on the cross. They telling it to us, the sacred bird on top of that cross. And you look at that Air Force symbol is right in your face. The same logo Tesla used. Tesla got the same, like, y'all, is one agenda, and that agenda is so evil. It ain't, humanity ain't got a lot of time to save themselves.